philosophical approach for investor-founder alignment. So I thought it was very curious because usually, people talk about, product market fit, founder market fit, channel market, channel product fit, et cetera, et cetera. But sometimes there is this like philosophical misalignment happening between the kind of investor and the kind of company. So the great point, Roberto always is very sharp and lucid in his analysis. He's very like straight to the point and very minimalistic and but really insightful. So I really recommend people to take a look. Is the fact that actually there is expectation involved. There is an element of the maturity of company that needs to be considered when VCs invest and work with startup founders in order to avoid misalignment in terms of like a push and expectations. Because the worst it can happen is, a late stage fund maybe getting convinced to invest in an early stage company and then the parameters do not match or vice versa. So, and that's when friction is going to happen and problems are going to happen. I don't know if you, Nick, have something to say about this, but I thought it was definitely like a very interesting reminder, which is not obvious for sure.
No, actually, you're absolutely right. But actually, on your last sentence, I would say that it sounds obvious when you read it, you listen to Roberto explaining it. It wasn't obvious before, but if you think about it, I mean, as an investor, if you are a seed stage investor, you should not venture in other areas. And if you are a Series B investor, you should really not do seed rounds, thinking that you would approach them as a Series B round. So again, it seems obvious to me now that it is expressed in those simple terms, like any important thought, very clear thought. So super important. If you, as a founder, if you feel that the conversation is not going the right direction regarding expectations or terms and so on and so forth, run away, because you will spare yourself a lot of pain going forward.
No, 100%.
Absolutely agree.
And one sentence that I want to mention, which I thought was particularly interesting, was when he says, injecting large amount of capital does not accelerate a company's maturity. That's cool because that's definitely like super insightful because people think that capital is the solution. No, it's an accelerant, but it doesn't bring to product market fit. If a company doesn't have product market fit, capital by itself is not enough. So it's a necessary condition, but not so sufficient. That's what is interesting, and there is a lot of sophistication
Lovely.
going around it. Yeah.